Water literally wet. What do you not understand?
We've already been through this before, but since you're an idiot, we'll go through it again. Water itself is not wet, but water, if applied to an object, can make things wet.
So you're gonna sit here and tell me water is not wet, but water can make things wet.
That's exactly what I'm telling you, you goddamn idiot.
It doesn't make no sense. It literally makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't make any sense at all.
How will it not make sense? A liquid itself cannot be wet, but a liquid can make things wet.
If my hand gets wet, the only reason why my hand got wet is because something that was wet touched my hand. For example, water.
You see, you're trying to be so smart to the point that you sound like an idiot. Now I know why you only had 4 people in your high school classroom. At first I was kind of confused, but now I understand. Now I know why. You're trying to sound so smart to the point you sound like an idiot.
So if water isn't wet, you're saying it's dry. Because if something isn't wet, that means it has to be dry. There's no in between.
Exactly.
You guys are literally idiots. I've already been over this. Water is not wet and water is not dry. It is literally just water. That's it.
That's where you're completely wrong. Everything in the world has to be considered wet or dry. Water can't just be water and it can't just be in the middle. That doesn't make sense.
Okay. If everything has to be considered wet or dry, then what are you?
As of right now, I'm dry.
Exactly. And if I throw this water in your face will be wet, but the water will not be.
First of all, the water will be wet, and second of all, you wouldn't do that shit.
First of all, the water will not be wet, and second of all, who wouldn't do that shit? Yeah. What